Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Do you know what she's doing? In this video, we look at the mirror, an object so common, so everyday that it exists in nearly every home around the world. But what if it is not what we think it is? We'll journey beyond the surface and into a world where the mirror is more than a tool for vanity. We will explore 5 mystical secrets of the mirror's history. Some believed they could see their future love. Others used it to call to the dead, and some used it as a window to their own destiny.
In all these rituals, the mirror itself is more than a reflective surface. It's a liminal object, a boundary between our world and another, making it a powerful tool for unlocking the unknown.
Let's begin.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
For generations, this chant has been whispered, a terrifying children's game, a rite of passage, born from playgrounds and slumber parties, a thrill, a dare, with the unspoken hope that something otherworldly might actually appear. But what if it is not just a game? What if the ritual is centuries old, an echo of a forgotten time?
Folklore suggests that mirror gazing was once a deeply rooted magical practice.
Sounds interesting.
In the folk traditions of the British Isles and Northern Europe, for example, it wasn't about seeking ghosts, but about a far more universal human desire, finding a future spouse.
In a world with no dating apps, people turn to something older. On a specific night, often Halloween, they would stand alone in front of a mirror and seek a glimpse of their destined love. But what if the face you seek is no longer among the living? Across the Atlantic in the 19th century, a new movement swept through Europe and America, a movement of spiritualists. They believed that mirrors were not just tools for scrying, but a fragile link to a world beyond our own.
The Victorian-era's obsession with death and the afterlife made mirrors central to seances.
Oh, I see.
They believed the mirror's silvered surface was a perfect conduit, a thin membrane that allowed the living to call out to the dead and for spirits to communicate back.
In dimly lit rooms, heavy with anticipation, mediums and mourners gathered for seances. Before them, a single ancient mirror stood, its smooth, dark surface a beckoning void. They believed this mirror was the perfect gateway, a two-way portal where the living could call out to the dead and receive messages from the great beyond. This belief in the mirror as a spiritual gateway would lay the foundation for a new type of legend, a story so terrifying it would turn a simple name into a horrifying ritual in front of the glass.
Candyman, Candyman, Candyman.
The fear of what a mirror holds is modern, but its true power is ancient. For thousands of years, the mirror was not a gateway to terror, but a tool for profound divination.
The mirror shows many things. Things that were, things that are, and some things that have not yet come to pass.
This quote speaks to the very heart of catoptromancy, a practice rooted in ancient Greece and Rome.
For those of us who don't have a background in ancient divination, what do they see in catoptromancy?
They didn't just see a single image, they created an infinite visual loop.
An infinite loop? Wow.
It was believed this portal to infinity allowed the seer to transcend time itself, to see all that has been and all that is yet to be.
A scryer would use 3 mirrors arranged in a specific way to create an infinite visual loop, a portal into infinity. The seer believed that by gazing into this portal with a clear and open mind, they could see beyond the veil of time itself. It was the most complex and dangerous form of mirror magic known to man. A single misstep could mean a glance into a future you were never meant to see. This ancient belief laid the foundation for all who came after, for those who used mirrors to divine their own fate, a fate that could be revealed in the blink of an eye. The mirror's power is ancient. But what if the most chilling secret it holds is not in a distant past or a portal to the grave, but in your own reflection?
You talking to me? Well, I'm the only one here.
The mirror that reveals a future self is a powerful archetypal symbol. It externalizes an internal struggle. It's a way for us to confront the subconscious fears and desires we have about who we might become, both good and bad.
Throughout folklore, from Europe to Asia, there exists a belief that a mirror can show a vision of a future version of oneself. Sometimes, it is a fleeting glimpse of a potential life, a hint of a love or a success yet to come. But just as often, it is a chilling warning, a face of ruin, a body changed by vice, or an unblinking gaze that reveals the monster a person has become. In these moments, the mirror is not a window to another world. It is a window to the soul, a glass that forces you to confront the single most terrifying truth of all. But what if the reflection you fear is not from within? What if the malice is from the mirror itself? The fear of the mirror is not just a psychological one, it is physical.
Hello again. You must be hungry.
The concept that a mirror can absorb malevolent energy has parallels in psychology and physics. It's almost as if the mirror is a hard drive, recording and retaining the emotional imprints and spiritual residue of every person who has gazed into it.
This belief has existed for centuries, from the superstition of ancient Rome that breaking a mirror would release a curse, to the Victorian-era spiritualists, who believed mirrors could become haunted objects, vessels for pure evil. They believed that just as a sponge absorbs water, a mirror can absorb energy, the pain of an argument, the malice of a stare, the spirit of an evil act. These mirrors are not gateways, they are prisons. They trap and hold malevolent forces until they become so full they begin to reflect a truth that is not your own. You look in the glass, and the monster you see is not yours to begin with. It is an echo of a darkness that the mirror has already claimed.
In the end, perhaps the mirror isn't just a tool for magic or spiritualism. It is a fundamental part of the human experience. It forces us to confront ourselves, our past, our future, and the unknown.
So the next time you stare into the glass, ask yourself, what is looking back? What mysteries are you a part of? What are you truly looking at? Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.